Oh boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, look at this, we're back and we're outside once again, and also this is, aside from York, the first real life video of 2024, although technically it's the first one filmed this year because York was of course filmed last year. But we are going to the Isle of Wight, which is going to be quite a nice little tour indeed. We're going once again with Hunt's Coaches, good firm. Please sponsor me. But no, just having a little bit of a look around. I've got my coffee, life is pretty good. We're going to be getting back on the coach in just a little bit, and that's probably where the time lapse or montage style of travel or whatever will continue until we get to a place called Petersfield. I don't know why he got a field, but he has. Well, it's been a little bit of time since we've been travelling. All of the little bits of fun B-roll that you saw on the edge of the coach, or little tunnels and stuff, the Hatfield Galleria, and also the other one, which I can't forget the name of, but I'll probably put it in editing right about here, if I remember when I'm editing. But we're in the little town of Petersfield. It's been that long that it's gone grey, and it's also a bit damp, and that light's just gone red. I was going to go across there. Right, give me a minute. Well, we've wandered down a little bit that way. It's not too much down the edge of the high street. This sort of area itself, Petersfield, is a very, very small town. But there's a cool little sort of charity shop down there, which I managed to get another Hot Wheels car from. There's also an interesting kitchen and bar over here. There's an M&S food hall, and a little bit more if we look down that way. The Reynolds is not included, sadly. It was just here for the day. And there, now we are on the ferry, which is a pretty cool thing indeed. Never actually been on a ferry until now, so I thought I might as well just drag out the camera and take a good look. It's a little bit on the outside, so hopefully you can hear me. But there's all the little things. That's the people that are taking us across the White Link ferries. And honestly, it's pretty cool. But every now and then you just take one step, you feel it go a bit like, like that. It's honestly, I think probably the coolest thing, but who knows? I might actually see myself doing more of this in the future. Well, after quite the rocky introduction to a place I apparently call a ship and call this a cabin, it's a bedroom and a hotel, but sure, we'll go with the theme, we'll keep them happy. We've got ourselves bed here and my bed over here, because of course I'm travelling with a few friends today. If anything, you might hear them a little later on in this video, but surprise, surprise, we've got ourselves a mirror. I know, shocking. We got ourselves a TV up here, a reflection of me. Hello. And as is tradition, yet another mirror, because apparently hotels really seem to like their mirrors a lot. Oh, and a window to the outside, but it is very cold and rainy up there, so I'm gonna stay indoors tonight. And now the bathrooms three, we've got ourselves a really, really old loo, and actually a kind of mediocre sized bath. Probably about the smallest sink I've seen in a while, and you guessed it, to top it all off, another mirror. Oh, hey, look, we're suddenly in France. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the Isle of Wight. The first time I've ever been here, and honestly, what a way to start. Because we had a brilliant group. I was just talking to the person that runs it, who is Anne Abe. I'm talking about the dance group called Dance Vibes, which should hopefully be on the screen, probably somewhere here. And I spoke with who I believe is the main choreographer and the person that runs the whole thing. And they honestly did a fantastic job, and even brought me back to Scotland for a little bit. But now we're going to go ahead and go back to the room which you saw earlier in this video, and then we're probably going to crack on with day number 2 of part 1. And of course days 3 and 4 will be part 2, and days 4 and 5 will be part 3. So, stick around, and let's go ahead and see what day 2 has to offer. Also, by the way, I've no clue if you can hear me or not, but this is the view we've got from our window. More on that tomorrow. Well, good morning. We're starting this off by, of course, going back up some stairs. Joy of joys, we're in the hallway. Well, that's kind of sort of the norm of this place now. We are not exactly racing a lift because the people waiting for it are going to be waiting a while because it's on lift floor number 4. We're staying on floor number 2, and the people I'm racing are on floor 0. Well, I say that, but there it is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we've still managed to beat the lift here, but now we're going back down to our hotel room, number 212, to go ahead and get ready for the rest of the day, which should be pretty interesting indeed, because we are staying at sundown and having a little bit of a look around today, and then tomorrow starts all the different day trips. Okay, so now we are out here. We're actually outdoors for once. I don't know if you can quite hear me over the breeze, but we are currently using the edge of the coffee bubble in the edge of the Isle of Wight at Sandown. There's a little bit of cover, because if I dare step around here, then it's going to be a little bit on the breezy side. And I don't really know how good my mic muff is, but there's actually quite nice beach here. It's a small beach, like that way. It's very small that way, but that way it goes on for hours. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a look around and continue looking around Sandown, a bit of the high street. I don't know how much we'll be talking, how much it will be B-roll, just purely because of the weather. Although, to be fair, it is nice and sunny for once. But we'll go ahead and sort of continue having a look around and see what else we can find. Right, so I've now got a chance to go ahead and go a little bit further up after spending a while over at the arcades. It is a little breezy, so I'm kind of just using a building for cover because, as you can probably tell, the breeze is a little bit strong, especially if I decide to walk a little bit further back down that way. You probably hear nothing but wind noise. In the meantime, that's a Honda something that I've never seen before, and a Mark 5 Fiesta, which I have seen before. But down there is a whole host of like different shops and, well, more different shops, and most of them aren't open on Mondays, and guess what? Today's a Monday. Ah well, maybe more luck tomorrow. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep exploring. And so after a little bit of exploring, we're now in a very echoey games room. We've got ourselves a little bit of table tennis over here, which, fun fact, I have never once played table tennis. We've got a pool table over there, which you saw me have a go on and get absolutely beaten by everybody that I went up against. Oh dear. And there's also what looks to be a kind of bowls green down there, I'm assuming. But there is also Scrabble, and also a few other various things should you get bored and wish to go and do more things. And the other bit is, this is a massive room, which means, of course, a massive echo. Isn't that pretty cool? Anyway, let's go ahead and continue wandering around and just turn my exposure up so you can actually see the room. There we go. Wonderful. But yeah, it does also have some pretty cool ocean views as well. So if we just go ahead and walk over here very, very quickly, we should go ahead and see right here, if I turn the exposure back down again, poor camera, we've got a little bit of a view out here as well. Right, next up should be probably dinner, maybe a couple of drinks or so. Can hear bells in the background, but we're not near December yet, so either there's something going on or my hearing aid's on the blink. But let's go ahead and go to the next thing. Okay, so now we're heading back to the what they call the ballroom. I'm on sort of roving camera at the moment with the mobile camera. Thank goodness I actually got a phone at a decent time. We're going to make our way back down and continue the night. So we've got some entertainment going on. So let's go ahead and take a look around. And just like that, we are back in our hotel room with a beautiful view of the ocean. I'm not quite too sure which one this is. I think it's a Solvent, but I'm honestly not too sure. Go ahead, let me know in the comments of this video. There's some poor soul down there on a bike making their way. Oh, there's another one. There's two of them when you least expect it. Well, that's cool. But yeah, that is going to be it for day 2 and also part 1 of the Isle of Wight adventure. Hopefully I mentioned that's where we were. It's been very, very breezy today, so I don't know how much I've been able to talk and mix in with music, but hopefully you've still enjoyed, and feel free to keep a lookout for next week where part 2 will begin. Although for me it's literally a matter of hours, so I guess see you in part 3, and here's a bit of what's coming. Well, I'm stupid. See you in part 2, and here's a bit of what's coming up. Adding to the cool cars list, which we've only just started this video, but trust me, there's quite a lot.